right, lead in. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Sterling High School for today's afternoon matchup featuring the Sterling Knights going against the Eastern Vikings in interleague boys basketball. Here you look at the Colonial Liberty standings from last year. Sterling at the top, winning the conference. Haddonfield second, followed by Haddon Township, Haddon Heights, Collingswood, and West Deptford. You look at the matchups between these two teams. Sterling at 3-0, Eastern at 1-2. Sterling, again, was first in Colonial Liberty. They averaged 62 points. They averaged 62 points a game, gave up 46. Jimmy Zingaro averaging 12 a game. Mike Irma with 10. Andrew Cummings with 9. And Jadis McFadden with 6 points a game. On the other side, Eastern is averaging 60 points a game, giving up 63. Noah Payne with 26 points a game. Jason Bryce with 15 points a game. Max Portnoy averaging 8. And Damian Edwards at 5 points per game. Keys to the game, Sterling's going to have to attack the lane, handle the press, and write another chapter in the journey. But the big story tonight is, for the first time in the history of Sterling boys basketball, they will have a female head coach. Kylie O'Donnell is filling in for Mr. Justin Barringer and making her debut as the head coach for the Sterling boys basketball team. So, Sean, you look at Kylie, obviously she's got experience at the girls level, but has yet to coach a boys game. What would you expect tonight?
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Kylie definitely has the respect of the boys. She came on as an assistant for Mr. Barringer this year. After taking last year off, Kylie actually works as an adjunct coach. She works as a nurse, so a lot of her work schedules and obligations affected her coaching the girls team. That's why she stepped away last year. But coming back, she came into the season helping out Mr. Barringer, and the guys really lean on her for a lot of advice. So if you watch guys when they come off the court, they're always sitting next to Kylie, and Kylie's explaining, what the next step is for them. So I mean, she already commanded their respect, and it's going to be a, interesting, historic night tonight.
Yeah, and was with the girls, and also brings the experience of being a female college basketball player, women's college basketball player. So, she has a wealth of experience, not only at the high school level, but beyond that as a player.
And it helps that when the guys are shooting free throws at the one end of the basket, they see her name in the 1,000 Points Club all the time. So,
absolutely.
That lends a lot of credibility in everything she has to say. So, but it's going to be an interesting game. I mean, Sterling has a well-balanced attack for their 62 points a game, and Eastern actually looks like they lean the majority on one player who's scoring almost half the points of the game.
Yeah, you're right, Sean. That's the thing. The balance is what stood out to me when we were reading the different stats in the matchup.
Zingaro comes in the lane, puts up a floater. It's all. Coming back, fight for the rebound. Eastern comes up with it. Ball comes right back to Mundell. He goes up and he gets a block call. Couldn't fit in the basket, but there's a block call underneath.
Mundell was a guy who came off the bench a lot last year, and just like a lot of guys right now, had a significant amount of varsity experience. And obviously last year with Anton Arnett, he was their leading go-to guy. These guys didn't get a chance to maybe take the offensive role on that they could have taken, but you saw glimpses from a lot of guys on the floor of their ability to create their own shots and just create offense. So I think you're going to see that this year.
Yeah, Caleb mixed in 2 free throws. Caleb's somebody with a very high ceiling. Well, you tend to find last year there's a lot of maturity physically and emotionally within the past year, and you see that on the court this year as well. But he definitely has a live body, and he's quick off the floor. Sterling playing some stifling defense here, and they're going to pick up for Jadis McFadden. Jadis coming down. Oh, had a 3-on-1. Really nice play there by Shane Huggard to steal the ball, coming all the way down, and Eastern gets an easy one with Jason Bryce putting in a layup.
Yeah, just came from behind, picked the pocket. As you look at Sterling right now running.
Pushing down here, Irma goes up. Just a jump stop, and Bryce with the block on the other end here. Huggard tries to speed a pass through. Comes in the lane, and a finish off there by Max Portnoy.
Yeah, that's a good job by Portnoy, sophomore, really showing nice poise and getting up with the defender in his face and finishing. So the game's taken on a little bit of a look of a track meet early on here. Now Sterling's trying to slow it down.
Well, Sterling had a little short-handed tonight with a couple players out, so I'm sure Eastern is going to use that bench and really try to force them to play at a pace that they're not comfortable with. So at the end of the game, it's going to pay benefits.
Looks like Sterling's going to go with a little bit of a soft press here.
Yeah, just a light press here as they're pushing around. As Hubbard comes through. They get the ball out to Portnoy. He takes a three. In and out. Mondell taps the ball. Picked back up by Payne. He gets a shooter's roll there with Noah Payne.
Payne, a kid who can create his own offense, obviously coming in with a 26-point-per-game average.
Yeah, very impressive. Especially Eastern plays. Eastern plays in a very strong conference, so the average, even this early in the season, 26 points a game is something to take notice of. McFadden drives to the lane, dishes out to Ermel, a little long. Mondell with the rebound, comes back, finds Ermel cutting, comes across. Bryce with his hand on the ball, comes out. Nice job by Huggart. Huggart right now making a real difference on the defensive end there.
Yeah, and also Bryce. You can see these guys down in the low post are quick off their feet, so that's going to be a big factor moving forward here in this game.
Well, we know Mr. Crawford. Mr. Crawford was a teacher here, and then he's been a coach at Pittman, and then also there's a backdoor play here to Bryce. He comes up, and Mondell with the rebound. We know Mr. Crawford here from a history teacher, he's assistant coach here, and he went down to Pittman. So he's and we know the style. What we're seeing very early in the game is exactly what he teaches. Never give up on the play. So a lot of times, if somebody beats you to the spot, you'll see a lot of teams and players just put their hands up and concede the basket, and they're not doing that.
And I believe we had Kevin Crawford's Pittman team here in a tournament one year.
Yeah. Although I don't think they played us. I think they played a Life Center or somebody of that nature.
Right. Yeah, they played Life Center, who was coached by Purvis Ellison.
Yeah. It's a pretty memorable day that day. It was a I'm not sure what classic it was. But we saw Pittman playing earlier in a Tri-County Colonial Conference campus.
There you see Coach Kevin Crawford right there.
Kevin Crawford. And
I'm going to guess this is probably about a 6th year at Eastern.
Yes, probably around there. He was at Pittman for probably 3 or 4 years. Yeah. Then he's been at Eastern. Kind of a legacy coach. His dad is a legend down at Camden Catholic.
Yep.
And I believe Camden Catholic is coached by his brother, but I'm not sure.
I think you're right. Yeah. So good defense, as you see Sterling right there at the help defense, doubling up on the high post.
Well, it's a nice job. Sterling, as you saw, Eastern tried to run the back door, and Sterling cut that off and didn't give the opportunity. As Mondell comes down. Again, coming down, Huggard with his hand in there.
Mondell bringing it up the floor a little bit out of control there, but he's able to hold on.
Gets a rebound. That's one thing you can see, as Caleb matures. He grabbed the rebound, the ball's in here, and Zagara picks up with the left hand. And Sterling gets on the board at 6-2.
Good job of Jimmy Zagara getting it and getting right up off his feet and finishing.
And I think what you'll see, one thing is Caleb's going to up in left hand and really fends off Bryce, uses his body to keep Bryce away from the ball. Bryce already with hand on two balls that Ermel tried to put up. So nice job by Jimmy using his body to fend off the defender.
Real good job by Eastern, moving the ball up the floor quickly. I like when they have the diagonal looks right there, and they really spread things out.
Oh, nice job by Mondell getting his hand on the ball. Came up with a big block, throws it across to McFadden. McFadden goes to the basket and finishes.
Sean, one thing that stood out when you talked about Mondell was he's quick off his feet, and that was the same thing I thought. You definitely saw that right there with the block and subsequent outlet pass, and obviously Jaden McFadden doing a nice job finishing.
Well, right now, the one thing you notice about Caleb, I guess, is a little bit of a hindrance is when he does rebound the ball, he brings it down too low. For somebody his size, if he learns how to keep it up, he'll be a lot more effective player. As Eastern scores in a transition there, I believe that was Bryce with the basket. Here's Payne with the steal. Payne coming down, and he finishes. Payne averaging almost half of the points for Eastern, 60 points a game.
And if you're Sterling, you don't want to telegraph passes around the perimeter.
Nice knockdown by Mondell as he's on the board. It's a 10-7 ball game right now. Like I said, that's generally what you'll see from Sterling. You'll see a lot of balance. Right now with Eastern, like I said, Payne's a high point scorer here, but we have Portnoy with a couple baskets early in the first quarter. It's a nice running floater there by Payne, going to his left, coming back to his right hand, keeping it high, and then scoring the basket.
Yeah, that's when you have to think they're going to have to help defense come over on Payne when he makes that type of move.
Yeah. Oh, nice take by Zingaro. Nice body control not to get the charge, but doesn't finish. There's a steal here by Ermel. Ermel steps in, has a little bit of a Euro step. Misses the basket, gets his own rebound, and there's a foul.
And Mike Ermel, one of the better defenders on this team. You saw it right there. He can defend down low, but also right there you saw him out in the wide open floor. Just have that good sense with knowing where the ball's going. Gets the pick, goes the other way, and gets himself to the free throw line.
Yeah, again, nice job by Hugger getting back, affecting that shot by Ermel. And they're going to make him earn it at the line here. Almost one of this Portnoy that came up with the foul.
One of those guys, even as a young player, when he was coming off the bench, would come in and have an impact in the game, whether it was on the defensive side with a steal, a rebound, or making a basket. And obviously now he's more mature, and is one of the key guys here is he makes the free throw.
Yeah, and the one thing you can't replace, Mike is a varsity level athlete in 3 different sports. So I mean, you see that, and you see when you can achieve varsity at different sports, you play with a certain level of confidence that other kids don't have. As Bryce hits a 3 here, that brings up a 13-8 ball game.
Yeah, Stone just got a little bit caught up and lost track of Bryce, and that was as wide open a 3 as you could possibly ask for.
Yeah, you saw Zingaro and McFadden were communicating up top, so there was a little bit of a miscommunication there in that zone. Mondell finishes, face take by Mondell. Comes up, absorbs some contact, and finishes very strong.
I'm very impressed with the difference in Mondell's offensive game from last year to this year.
Yeah, there was never a question about his ability. Kylie was always somebody with a high ceiling and a lot of ability. Eastern works the ball around, and Portnoy gets the basket. Mondell dishes out. McFadden takes it to the hoop, and he's going to get charged. Gets called for the charge. So, nice job by Eastern here. Coming down, Mondell comes to the basket, tosses the ball. McFadden passes up the jump shot, comes in, and just goes in.
A charge.
So, it's one thing is Mr. Barringer coaches every day was the jump stop and body control. And that time he just he had the jump stop, but he just had a little bit of body control there.
Well, you talk about body control. I think that's the key to going against both these teams out in the perimeter and the half-court defense is coming out, but coming out under control. We've seen a couple times where guys didn't, and they were susceptible to the pump fakes and drives to the basket.
There's a shot off here as we're going to finish out the first quarter. As Eastern gives up 17 points in the first quarter, so it's a 17-10 ball game. Okay, we're going to come out here.
Hey, I recognize that house.
Hey, there you go.
Mr. K doing a great job with his drone video, and my son, Schul's doing a great job with his decoration. So.
Heinella Griswolds.
What's up? I'm DJ Wagner, and I play for Camden High. I got vaccinated against COVID-19 so I can protect my teammates, coaches, family, and friends.
I got my shot because I know the truth. The vaccine works and saves lives.
With the Delta variant spreading, we need you to get off the bench and get in the game.
No excuses.
The vaccine is the best way we can protect our community.
This is your shot.
This is your shot.
Make it count.
For a list of free vaccination locations, visit CamdenCounty.com/vaccine.
And now this is the house in Laurel Springs. I know it's off Atlantic Avenue, and I think this is one of those classic houses that's been around almost 50 years. I remember as a little kid, I used to go here, and they've really kept it up and just made it a tradition for a lot of people. And there you see the big story tonight, Coach Kylie O'Donnell making history in being the first female boys varsity basketball coach, or coach in this game, an interim coach in this game, serving as the coach for Coach Barringer, who had some family obligations, wasn't able to make it, and she's
there's a missed here by Payne. The Sterling comes down, but it's a historical week for females here at Sterling High School at the Castle. We had Mackenzie Burr being the first female wrestler the other night. So it's a nice, interesting thing. There's a couple young ladies who wrestled down at the youth program who came up to see that happen. So it was a nice little touch. That's a nice little break here, and then coming down, and Damien Edwards, a sophomore, finishing off with the left hand.
Yeah,
so it was a break.
Eastern defensively doing a good job with the help defense there. You saw it on Jimmy Zingaro.
Again, doing a very nice job of making Sterling turn with the ball and dictating where they want to go.
Now that's what has to happen. Help defense collapses over on you. There's going to be somebody open. A good job finding Mondell by Jadis McFadden.
And Sterling usually a pretty solid defensive unit. Like I said, we're a little short-handed tonight, but I mean we're only allowing 46 points a game, and then they get up 17 points in the first quarter. Is atypical of a Sterling effort here.
Nice defensive play there by Mike Ermel, and gets the rebound.
So coming down, McFadden goes over to Josiah Moore, back to McFadden. He finishes. I thought he absorbed a little contact there.
Yeah, great give and go too by Josiah Weck. You think he's going to go up for it, dishes it right back to McFadden, and McFadden finishes.
Oh, nice take as Payne drives to the basket, gets to the basket and throws it up, and it looks like there's a foul on Bryce here. Yeah, nice patient opportunity there by Moore. Most kids will try to force that shot up, and he gave it right back to McFadden.
And a good defensive play by McFadden the other way, where you saw him drive their basket against him, but he defended, but he didn't over-offend. In a lot of cases, guys will get called for a foul in that situation, but a good job defending yet staying off the drive.
Well, again, did a nice job of not bailing the offensive player out. A lot of times at this level, you'll see a young player. So we'll see a drive here by Mondell coming down and trying to draw a foul again, but definitely moving on with the ball. And we got a block call here. Ball in to Mondell. He finished very nicely.
Yeah. Good efficient play, getting the ball going right up.
Absolutely. Twice that's happened on the inbounds plays down there. So Sterling's gotten a nice job of converting inbounds plays under the basket.
Yeah, that's just a good job of having a sense of knowing what to do down in the low post, knowing how you're being defended, and doing what you need to do.
There's a shot. That's a three-pointer. This angle looked like he was actually in a little bit, but they called for a three.
Yeah, good inside-outside movement here by Eastern.
Nice play by there. Yeah. Nice ball movement by Sterling there.
Good job by Weck finishing, and an even better job is Jimmy Zingaro. That's what you're going to see from him, a lot of no-look passes. Yeah. If you're out on the floor, you've got to expect to pass at any time from Jimmy Zingaro.
Yeah, but you had a nice pass here. Mondell to Zingaro, put the ball on the floor once, and that's actually Josiah Moore, not Josiah Weck. With the finish.
Okay.
Yeah. We have two Josiahs, and they're one number apart. So
good work by you.
There you go. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks. All right.
So we're accepting some holiday cheer here at the table.
Kurt and Patty giving some cookies. So
and we have student super fans, and we just have super fans in general. And Kurt and Patty are definitely those super fans.
No doubt. And they even go to some of the away games. Just really big fans of high school basketball.
Absolutely. Again, it's and again, when you go to a away game and you see the familiar face, it really makes a difference.
Absolutely.
Looking up there and seeing a familiar face and having that support in the away game. Yeah, Sterling. We had a Travis Schmidt checked into the ball game, and again, as we were talking about it, Travis is a freshman. His father played under Mr. Hiltner, who's here in attendance today.
Yeah, heard a lot of good things about him coming in the other game.
Well, nice shot there by Payne, knocking down the three. Wasn't necessarily an open shot, but a nice follow through. And I hear Travis Schmidt's aunt did something special here when he was a player.
Yeah, I think so. I kind of remember hearing about it. Of course, the legendary Kate McDonald, 2,000-plus point scorer, and the Group 2 South Jersey Championship coach from 2016.
Yeah, absolutely. As we take a timeout here, Sterling's taking a timeout. Yeah, that's Travis Schmidt's a nephew of Kate Schmidt. Like I said, Kate, one of our favorites here in and around the school. As the girls had practice earlier today.
And you see Coach O'Donnell looks very confident in that huddle, talking to the boys. And Sean, you saw Payne right there with the outside shot. Really didn't have much on him in the way of getting guarded closely. And I think, to me, that's because he's been getting the ball and driving to the basket. And with those drives, it really gave him a little bit of room. But now you're seeing with the ability to hit from the outside, you really have to get out on him and rely on that help defense coming in on those drives. As you look at Coach Kevin Crawford there for Eastern. He's doing an outstanding job with a team that plays a tough Group 4 schedule night in and night out.
Yeah, that's why sometimes when you see these records and you see Eastern coming in at 1 and 2, it's very deceiving.
Absolutely.
So as Eastern comes up with the ball, nice takedown there by Noah Payne. I'm sorry, that was Zanuck with the last basket. I'm sorry. This kid, Zangaro, pulls up in the lane, knocks down 2. So now Sterling picking up the pressure a little further back on the court and trying to force the action here from Eastern. It kind of backfires there as Eastern gets a nice payne by Bryce.
Whether it's Edwards or Payne, if somebody gets open along that baseline just for a split second, they're able to find him.
Armo off with the 3. Eastern doing they've got a foul call here. Eastern doing a very nice job of never settling, always looking for the next available cutter. That was a nice job there.
With 3:20 remaining in this first half.
A little historic night here. It's always nice. There's a shot up here, nothing but net here by Damian Edwards, sophomore. I believe that's his 5th point of the game.
Yeah, just a smooth left-handed release.
Yeah, man. Coming back and Armo enters. Coming back and hitting the 3.
I feel like Sterling's got more outside shooters this year. And guys who not only have to go to shoot from the outside, but also drive to the basket.
Yeah. Well, coming down, and you could see both teams are taking advantage of the help defense. So when they're coming over and they get a help defense, as Eastern puts on a press here now. Sterling tries to come and attack it. Able to push it down the court. Zion Moore with a fake shot, then take it to the basket.
Great body control by Payne and going to the basket. As we look at the
last basket by Armo here. And again, nice job by both teams as they're driving and they're having the defense collapse and help. They are finding the open man. Payne does a did a very nice job there getting into the lane and then putting it back up to the left hand to draw a foul. And you could see why he's a 26-point per game scorer. He has really nice instincts in and around the basket.
And one of those guards who obviously can hit it from the outside.
Come down as Miguel puts the ball up and gets a foul called there on Portnoy.
Good job. I thought it was going to be an extra step, but I guess he was able to draw the foul. As you see Mundell here in the open floor, makes a little move, shakes the defender, puts the defender in a tough spot. Mundell hits the first one. A little over 2 minutes left in this second quarter.
Interesting, just based on the statistics, Eastern traditionally not a team that's taken a lot of three-pointers, but they're hitting a couple shots there already tonight. In the 3 games, they've only
coupled that with their ability to drive to the hole, just makes them dangerous offensively. And I like their ball movement, the movement away from the ball, and even a design play, hitting open spots with a sense of knowing where to go.
Well, they're always looking to go back door, and they're always looking to take advantage of an overly aggressive defense. So they're doing a nice job there. But yeah, one of the impressive things about Payne is, according to the stats, he hasn't hit a three-pointer all year, and it's somebody who's averaging 26 points a game.
Yeah.
So
does it in a lot of other ways. No doubt about it. And I'm sure a lot of them are coming on some drives to the basket, but what we saw with that one shot, if you play off him, he can still make you pay. Eastern going with some pressure here.
Mark Lockett checked in the game, Market Jr. Armo takes another 3. Weak side rebound, and McFadden loses the ball. Then coming down, and Eastern finishes off nicely as Payne gets the ball to Bryce, and Bryce is a nice easy layup.
Yeah, you saw it with Payne right there. He was looking at Bryce the whole time, and or didn't really look at him, but had a sense for knowing where he was and put the ball right there. Good quick movement up the floor. He's the real deal, no doubt.
As Eastern with the blocking call here. Zingaro leaves his feet to pass the ball, and I think we're a little fortunate to get that call, actually, as it comes down. Sometimes when you leave your feet early, they don't give you that call, but it seemed like the right call as he was sliding in underneath. So.
Yeah, and I think the fact that the defender was charging at him as opposed to sliding laterally and trying to get your feet still.
So you're getting a one-on-one situation here, and Zingaro knocks down the first. Get the real nice sound off that net mic there of the net.
And Jimmy Zingaro, who played mostly point last year, now at times is playing a little off the ball, but still has that point guard mentality, knowing when he can drive the defense towards him and dish things off and finding the open man.
Yeah, and Jimmy's a player who's been starting since he was a sophomore. You can see the maturation in his game each year as well. Yeah, I guess you could say he was a little bit more of an emotional player as a sophomore, and now he keeps these emotions under check a lot more.
Yep.
And drive to the basket. Out to Huggart. Huggart looks a step, tries to find a cutter, misses Bryce, and Sterling has the turnover. Ball comes down.
Yeah, good job not trying to force things, set things up for the last shot right here.
Yeah, it's really important that Sterling gets a nice possession here and an opportunity to go in under 10 points. This one, Dell throws it away, and Payne coming up with the ball. Oh, Sterling puts pressure on the ball. McFadden with a shot at the buzzer.
So that'll do it. After one half of play in an electrifying game with a lot of teams, both teams running up and down the floor, it's Eastern 37 and Sterling 27. We'll be back for a break.
Would you check your email?
What's email?
The thing that keeps making that sound! Now I know why you didn't come here for the Fires game! Open it now! 1,700 emails!
Maybe you should open your emails too.
You think so?
Bullying, no matter the circumstances, someone will always be there for you.
Over 160,000 kids refuse to go to school each day in fear of being bullied.
Stop bullying and be united.
doing? Have you ever heard of Redmond's Revenge?
No, what's that?
Well, legend says every time a kid breaks a rule, Redmond sends them to Eternal for an entire year. Last year it was Susie Bink. This year it could be you. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah, okay. I'll see you second block.
Here, after one half of play there, you take a look at the Laurel Springs train station, aka the Laurel Springs Library, and Mr. K doing a great job getting around town, getting a good glimpse of all the Christmas lights, and there we get a look at Coach Kylie O'Donnell, and that's the breaking news in the story of the day, her filling in for Coach Barringer, not able to make the game, and becoming the first female head boys basketball coach in the history of Sterling High School. And Sterling right now, as Sean Clank sits down next to me, down by 10. What do you think the key is in the second half?
Well, Eastern had way too many. Eastern got way too many easy layups and baskets in the first half. So the second half, definitely want to make sure that you're paying attention to the backdoor cuts, because they definitely had probably about 5 or 6 very easy backdoor cuts baskets and transition baskets in the first half. So
yeah, really
Sterling just really has to make sure to get back.
Yeah, really finding those open spots along the baseline, and like you said, got to shore things up defensively.
Oh, nice turnaround in the lane there by Mundell. But also Eastern had about four uncontested layups in the transition game in the first half.
Yep.
And that's really the difference of the ball game when you're talking about a 10-point ball game.
And you can't have a lapse against this Eastern team. Not only are they quick with speed, but they also find the open man very quickly. Great ball movement.
And Sterling turning up the defensive pressure here in the second half, really getting after Eastern. It's Payne drive. Just comes down and comes back, and our feature play of the game is
Noah
Payne from
right
Eastern.
there, our featured player of the game. There you see him making a short jumper.
That was his first shot of the game with the shooter's role, averaging 26 points a game this early season.
Yep.
As Michael Irmo with the three-pointer from the corner.
Payne went the other
Sterling
way.
brings it to a 5-point game and trying to really bring the defensive pressure up here and cause Eastern to make some unforced turnovers.
One encouraging thing, you saw Eastern try to go with that backdoor pass. Mundell did a great job defending that, getting over there before the ball got there.
Yeah, there's really two ways to defend that. One is to move your defensively on the top side. The other one is to get out on the ball and make sure that that's not a good passing lane for that backdoor cut.
And just playing against teams like this makes you anticipate faster, and you're just going to get better playing against some of these better teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And then to get this level of competition shorthanded and, not only on the court, but also in the coaching ranks, really, if you can come down and really keep this game competitive and then close this lead, you're really going to put some pressure on Eastern. It's a nice tribute to Sterling here.
Wow.
There you go. Sterling with 8 straight points in the second half to make this a 2-point ball game.
The game started to speed up a little bit. Jimmy Zingara came up before quickly, but decided he wanted to slow things down and just gave himself a little room, and he drained it.
Starting off the second half with the 8-point run. Kind of surprised that Coach Crawford didn't take a time out there just to tell the guys to, settle down and get back into it.
Yeah.
But Sterling, really, you're on the cusp of a 10-point game of losing control coming out in that second half. Now you got a nail biter here going down on the wire. Really got to make sure you keep turning up the defensive pressure here. Sterling down on transition, moving back easy. Zangara looks like he got hit a little bit. As Eastern grabbed the rebound and stepped out of bounds there.
But Sean, a good job by Sterling on the last trip down the floor by Eastern as we look at the shot right here. Again, nullifying that backdoor pass. So you could see that was probably a big part of what Coach Kylie O'Donnell was saying to them at halftime, and they're definitely responding.
Well, absolutely. And again, that was a big part of their offense in the first half. And, as any coach would say, Coach Crawford's like, oh, nice job, but Sterling comes in and Mondell goes down low and kind of bodies up on Hill to get the basket.
Well, we've seen Mondell do a lot of different things, but right here, when he says he's just going to go right against the defender and use his body and use that ability to gain control in the low post and finish.
In a span of 2 minutes, we went from a 10-point deficit to possibly going up here to a 1-point lead. It's a nice job by Sterling. Yeah, Sterling with the first lead in the game. Again, a lot of unforced turnovers here. Nice job by James McFadden. Coming down on the break. Goes left-handed, gets the foul, and finishes. As the super fans are going nuts here. Now McFadden does this on his own. Look at this, putting pressure on Payne.
Yeah, what a big-time move, too. Using his body,
coming to the basket,
and then finishing with the left hand.
Finishing left hand and with the foul. And you see the crowd is going to erupt here.
You're right, Sean. Electrifying the crowd in the process.
But again, Payne getting a little lackadaisical with the dribble, and McFadden right on top of it. Great job by Jadis McFadden. Comes, gets to the basket, and it's funny because you could see Payne was actually anticipating a jump stop, and he actually just went in off his left foot and controlled it, off his right foot and controlled it with his left hand.
Not only Sean having a defensive play, but I think what really is getting this team fired up is that it was a defensive play against their best player, probably one of the premier guards around. And wow, what a job by Jadis McFadden. And I like the body control and finishing things off right there with the left hand.
Well, again, and a lot of patience on that drive. He didn't really force anything. Didn't try to put up a crazy shot. Did everything under control. Nice job by Jadis. Again, as we were talking about with Irmo earlier, Jadis is a multi-sport varsity level athlete. You can see that there because that was a very nice calm play, calm attack of the basket. So now Sterling coming out. Now with a 4-point lead with 14 straight points.
Wow.
As they turn out the defensive pressure.
You wonder what, and again, you have to think that a big part of what Coach O'Donnell said at halftime was defending a lot of those looks. Now, got a little sloppy right there. That was a lot of what we saw in the first half. But
coming around, nice back kick there by Zanich to free up Bryce, but Bryce misses the layup. Lost track of Payne there. Forces the shot. Comes away, and then they got a foul here, but Zanich is fouling Ermel. So right now, it's kind of the worst case scenario right now for Eastern. It's Ermel with the rebound. Right now they gave up 14 straight points. They had 3 fouls in the first 4 minutes. So great job. Everything's going Sterling's way right now. So they have to continue to play smart here as McFadden takes it right to the basket and finishes with 2. This time finishing on the right side. Nice job by Jadis McFadden.
And these are plays by a kid who's really playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Steal by Zingara, goes up to McFadden. Oh, nice job by Hugger to get the ball free. Looking around as Bryce comes up with the 3-pointer. A little long. Ermel tips it to Mondell. And great job by Sterling settling that down. Like I said, they had all the momentum going their way. It's very easy to get caught up in the motion and try to go to the basket.
Yeah. And no need to run it right now.
Yeah.
You've got the 6-point lead, and obviously all the momentum in this game in the second half with 3:37 remaining.
Yeah, Mr. Barringer's swelling with pride right now with his boys. So it's a nice job. They're playing a nice patient attack right now.
Yeah, good job by Mundell, but a good job also to help defense from Eastern coming over.
We got Bryce at 3. A little long. Eastern with the rebound. As Portnoy puts it off and then missing another one by Bryce. Mondell brings the ball down. Gets it to McFadden with the left-hand layup. And Sterling converts again. As now it's an 18.
Wow.
That's an 8-point lead. 18 straight points by Sterling High School. Little floor issues here as a volleyball standard popped up.
Yeah, good defensive play by Mundell. Gets the ball looking up the whole time, and he knew he was going to get the ball to Jadis McFadden. Great pass right on the money, and obviously, as McFadden's been doing this whole quarter, does a nice job finishing. And we are, let's get not a timeout.
Yeah, a little timeout here. The volleyball standard came up off the floor.
Okay.
But nice pass here as you see Mondell coming down, throws a right-handed pass, comes through to Jadis, and Jadis finishes off left-handed. So,
and that's a bounce pass between 2 defenders, putting it where it needed to be
absolutely. And you can see as the momentum changes, as the as a pass down here, Josiah Moore comes down, puts up a right-hand shot.
Yeah.
Should have actually finished with the left hand here. As you see, Josiah has a wide-open shot here coming down. Pulls up, kind of got caught off and shoots off with the wrong hand here, and it just rolls out, and then Sterling with the first foul.
Yeah, that's where Josiah, obviously it not used to get a whole lot of playing time. Just got to go a little more to the basket, get an extra dribble, and again, that shot's going to come with getting experience out here.
Well, you see the difference, and the basketball coaches all this time. When you get some easy baskets, the jump shots have a little bit more flow to them, have a little bit more follow through on the shots. When you're struggling, you see those jump shots start not to fall.
Yep.
So as Sterling comes back, as Hugger tries to find Payne on the backdoor cut. As he comes through and Payne gets to the basket.
You can see Eastern's trying to do a couple things right there. They had Payne off the ball, trying to get him moving away from the ball with that backdoor cut. You also had him driving to the basket, kicking the ball out, had a wide open shot, but Sean, as you said right now, Eastern is feeling the pressure of the strong team. They're just not hitting their outside shots.
Yeah, I mean, that's our first points of the third quarter here, and we're almost 6 minutes into the...
That's amazing.
6 minutes full into the third quarter. And for a team that scored 37 points in the first half, you know, they were on pace to score 74 points this game. Sterling did a really nice job of turning up the defensive pressure in the second half. Mondell comes down. Irma with the shot. A little short. Josiah Moore fights for the rebound. Pouts it back out to Zingaro. Zingaro with the 3. Little off. Irma with the rebound up high, brings it up and finishes. Nice job, 8-point lead here by Sterling.
And that's a great play by Ermel, going up with the ball, not bringing it down, the dribble. A veteran move down on the low post by Mike Ermel.
Nice three-pointer by Bryce here to calm some of the pressure.
You're not going to keep Eastern down that long. They definitely have the ability to hit from the outside.
Oh, nice take by Jaden Sakadin. Again, nice little patient take to the basket. As you see Bryce there with a three-pointer. That kind of stopped the bleeding there for Eastern a little bit. McFadden taking it hard to the basket. Nice body control again. That's something I think if he takes off with 1 foot and goes to the basket, he gets a charge call, but the nice calm jump stop to the lane, he gets the block call.
And also we were able to see, not to switch gears, but Antoine Arnett coming in here.
Yeah, we're trying to get him on the, he's a little camera shy. He doesn't want to go on. Antoine here, it's nice to see a couple alumni here. We have Marley Sire coming back here. Javon Johnson's here.
Johnson, yep.
That's one of the nice things about the holidays. You get to see the alumni come back to check out the game. Oh, nice rebound by Payne, coming right back up. And he gets a foul call.
It looked like I saw all ball. I know McFadden thought that was all ball.
Yeah, McFadden thought it was a foul here. It comes up a little short. The ball comes up. Payne comes right up high. McFadden goes up for the rebound. Probably would have been better off boxing out a little bit more instead of going straight up for it, but he gave Payne the opportunity to sneak in there. Mark Lockett coming in for Josiah Moore.
And Payne.
Looks like we have a 30-second timeout by Coach O'Donnell.
Boy, what a... I don't think I've seen a game, especially against a good team like this, that's had such a turn of events from first half to second half, as you're seeing right here. Sean, I think we went, what, a good 5 or 6 minutes before they got their first point.
Yeah, we got a shot of the crowd here. Some of them all dressed up in their holiday gear and Christmas attire. We got snowmen, we got reindeers.
You have your jacket on there, man. I thought I was doing all right with the ugly sweater, but I think you one-upped me.
Well, this was actually a Christmas gift last year for my daughter.
Look at that.
So, you have to do daddy duty and put it on.
He's got a tie?
He's got the tie to match. Yeah, this is actually a Christmas gift.
I'm slumming it over here.
I look like a professional wrestling manager right now. Welcome to the WWE Holiday Special.
Pro wrestling will be happening tonight, I think, at 8 o'clock here. Mr. K's going to get the mat out here.
That's right. As Payne knocks down the next one. You got to get the pro wrestling announcing booth on. We'll sell you the seats, but you only need the edge.
Yeah.
Right?
The microphone hanging from the ceiling.
McFadden with the three-pointer. Comes off, pops up, hits the standard above the net. And Sterling has to be real careful here. They did a nice job of changing the whole tenor and the momentum of this game. You don't want to give it away within the last minute. Right now you have a 5-point lead. So you really want to play good defense here and not let Eastern get a real nice clean look.
And the key is limit those backdoor opportunities. Make them work for their basket. That's exactly what they did right there. Good defense, not fouling, playing it straight up.
Again, scorers are going to score, and Payne got to the basket and got a shot, but you just didn't make it easy. So right now, it'd be nice to get one last shot here and try to go in and come away with either at the very least, a 5-point lead and hopefully a 7 to 8-point lead as McFadden comes in. Lockett from the corner, off the basket. Mondell with the rebound. Comes out, gets knocked around. Oh, and Bryce comes down. Good job by Zagara moving his body and then coming out. But we've seen in the previous games, Zagara got called for a block a couple times and not letting the guy come down with the ball. That time did a nice job coming down.
And there we're going to get a look at the Magnolia train station.
Yeah.
With the Christmas lights on there. And I know we talked about Laurel Springs. And we've seen some Stratford houses, Hynella, and Magnolia has
Tank Maroney.
Where am I?
Tank Maroney, you are being convicted of not wearing your mask and exposing others to COVID.
I've done no such thing.
Show me. Here's your proof.
Please forgive me.
Silence! For your recklessness to not abide by the rules, I sentence you to 10 months of short breath. Endless coffin.
And endless pain.
No!
We in it for the same thing?
Yeah. Sadly.
And now we swing over to the gazebo at Summerdale alongside the Summerdale sign for the municipal building. So a lot of real nice light displays throughout the community. Mr. K hustling, working real hard to get you all these real good shots.
Yeah, if you have some free time and with you and your family this time of year, you do yourself a favor by taking a drive around and looking at the lights.
Absolutely.
A lot of nice festive activities around the boroughs, as you should say here. It's coming down. Eastern hits a three.
Needed that. I mean, they just really need to get back into an offensive rhythm, and they tried to do it through Payne a lot of different ways with the backdoor clutch, playing away from the ball, playing on the ball with the drives.
That was Damian Edwards, a sophomore, with another basket. Sterling gets called for 3 seconds in the lane here as Zion Moore coming down, sets a pick out here, and once again, as a sophomore, Edwards is another three. That's at least 8 points tonight for him.
Yeah, and you just can't leave these guys that open on the outside. And it looks like Eastern also is really ramping it up a little bit more on the defensive end of the ball, of the floor.
Oh, nice job on Mandel reaching in. Payne was going to go towards the basket, and McFadden's dribbled the ball up here. Sterling nursing a 2-point lead here.
Good job by McFadden.
Oh, nice job by Sterling.
That's a highlight play right there, Sean.
Sterling taking a little page out of Eastern's book as Mandel gets the backdoor cut there, and then uses body control and ball control to get up to the basket. He's got a hugger from the corner, hits a three.
Yeah, that's a big three.
I believe that's his first basket, but he hits a three, makes it a 1-point game. He's made his presence felt defensively, but I believe that's his first points of the game. He's coming down and Mandel gets called for an offensive foul here.
Yeah, here you go. Here's that.
Right down here. There's a backdoor cut. Like I said, nice job by Mandel to use his body and to keep his body between the defender and the ball there and get the ball up to the basket.
And that's why you could swing it with the one hand, just the way he positioned himself. Again, that comes with experience.
Yeah, good job of keeping Brace on his back there. So there's a corner three by Zingaro. Doesn't get the shooter's roll, comes back out. Hugger with another three. Comes off, Zingaro with the rebound. The pass to Moore, comes in upriver. Irma with the three. It's a little short. I think Sterling forced a couple shots there. I think they would have been better off taking their time.
Yep.
There's Payne with the rebound and puts up a nice little soft shot. And Coach Crawford will take a time out here with the team up by 1.
Real nice job by Payne. You see him, a kid who has a knack for knowing where to go. And just
but there's a shot here, and as you can see, Josiah Moore loses them and doesn't box out, and then he follows right up with the nice little shot.
And Payne's one of those guys on both ends of the floor. You just got to know where he's at all times.
Well, again, scorers have that knack. So you see the ball comes up, he's just going to move right to the ball. He's like, nobody's there. And he does a nice job. Rather than trying to take it to the basket, hey, there's nobody here. I'll just put up a little floater here. So this cheerleader is taking a tumble in front of our super fans. It's a nice turnout by our fans here at a matinee game, I should say. Especially a 3:30 start today.
Yeah, this is impressive, especially with the half day. Everybody's out for the break, and for the kids to still come back here and give this support. Really, it's made a difference in this game, and I think had a lot to do with the momentum they built up in that third period. But Sean, like we said, this is a quality Eastern team, and you knew even with the success you had in that third quarter that they weren't going to go away.
No.
See Coach Kevin Crawford here.
Coach Crawford.
And doing a good job designing some plays and getting themselves those open looks. And Eastern drained a couple, as well as really amping it up defensively out on the perimeter in that half-court defense.
Oh, nice chase by McFadden here. Nice job by McFadden. He felt Huggard trying to overplay the pass and actually went baseline. Just couldn't finish. Ball comes down. They're trying to isolate Payne here on the corner. Again, that's definitely something as a coach you want your best players to take your best scorers to take the shots, and that's what they're getting right now. Wow. Nice take by Zingaro right through the lane.
Yeah, and I think all the different, when he comes in, the head movement, the different looks he makes, has the defense thinking that the ball's going elsewhere. Jimmy Zingaro had a good sense to know there was an opening, got there and finished.
Sure. Oh, nice spurt to the basket there, just bounced out. Well, that play right there by Zingaro is set up by the fact that he gained the lane and passed so many times earlier in the game that Eastern was expecting him to start distributing the ball again, and he just actually took to the basket. So that kind of opened up. Desire Moore is a wide open three. Comes off the rim. Payne comes down, finds Bryce. Bryce with the three and drains it. Nice shot by Bryce.
Yeah,
and that puts Eastern up by 2.
Definitely got to know where Bryce is, and you got to get out there a little bit quicker on him. That's the second three he's made in this fourth quarter.
Armour with the three, comes a little deep. It comes down as Payne goes to the basket. Instead he got fouled by Mundell there. So it comes down, here's Jimmy Zingaro going to the basket, and as you can see, he steps through. And it looks like Eastern is anticipating the pass, and Jimmy goes right to the basket and puts up on the other side of the basket. So Mundell picks up his 4th foul here. So in that last play, Payne going to the basket. McFadden goes through trying for a low block. Misses, and as Payne goes up, Caleb Mason up top and picks up the foul. So 4 fouls. Caleb's going to sit down right now. Mark Lockett's going to come in.
And the nice thing you saw from Payne when he had that layup, he went ahead, which he knew would have allowed him to, even if the ball was blocked, he would get body contact and get himself to the free throw line.
Yeah, misses a free throw here. The ball comes back out. Sterling can't clear out a rebound. Sterling tonight without the services of Andrew Cummings, and that's really showing the effect right now.
Absolutely.
You definitely want to have a senior, 3-year starter on the floor for you right now.
Yeah, so a lot of significant time over the last couple years.
And definitely one of your leaders of the team.
And Eastern right now want to force Sterling to come out to spread things out.
And Bryce in the corner hits a 3. That's a big hit.
Yeah.
That puts Eastern up by 5.
Well designed. They had Sterling chasing and knew ultimately they'd get a drive to the basket, which would lead to a kick out, and they've been hitting their threes.
Come down, Irmo with the 3. A big answer by Mike Irmo. Missed a couple earlier, but nails a big 3 when they need it.
Yeah, that's a nice
Makes
play.
it a 2-point game with about 2:30 left here.
Jimmy Zingaro knew Irmo was setting up over there, went to the opposite side, whole time knowing he'd have that kick out opportunity, and Irmo drained it. Eastern really bringing the ball out here, trying to force that Sterling defense to come out real high on the perimeter.
Well, they're trying to spread the defense and, again, just be real patient as far as their attacks concerned. Again, that's something you can do when you have Cedar ball handlers on the court.
Yeah, and this is what we saw from Eastern in the first quarter. The patience on offense and allowing the play to develop. You saw it right there.
Sterling takes a timeout as Eastern's up by 4 here. Portnoy with another basket. Started the game real strong, kind of disappeared a little bit for a quarter and a half. But scores a pivotal point here. The sophomore scoring a point here with under 2 minutes left in a big game.
A nice pass by Huggard, but you move the ball around. The longer you can keep that half-court set going, the more likely somebody's going to break free and get open. That's what happened, and they found them. And with this Eastern team, when they're executing their half-court offense, you leave somebody open just for a little bit, and as a team, whoever's out there with the ball, they just have a sense of knowing where they are and find them with a good pass, and you saw that right there, and obviously they finished.
As we get the holiday shot, the super fans here all dressed up for the season. And again, you can tell Coach Kevin Crawford has a lot of confidence in his team. That's why, you didn't see him taking a timeout when Sterling went on an 11-point run to start the second half. He's trying to let his team figure things out as they go along. So.
And Sean, we talked about Eastern playing that Group 4 schedule night in and night out, playing tough teams. So maybe another team, a lesser team, would have really been shaken by the third quarter. Sterling came out and had them on both the defense and offensive ends, but Eastern wasn't. They kept their composure and really came out and did what they had to do coming out after the third quarter break into the fourth quarter.
Mundell back on the floor here for offensive purposes. Ball comes in to Zingaro. Puts up a shot, in and out. Eastern with the ball, and I'm sure they're not going to be in any hurry right now.
Yeah, they're set to just slow it right down. You see Huggard come outside. And he's going to...
And Sterling has another foul to give before they get in a one-on-one situation, so
that's where you can keep playing aggressive on the perimeter.
Yeah. So they can play aggressive here and go for a steal, and if they pick up a foul, then you go on the one-on-one. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. Comes down, Payne with the basket. Almost looks like he hooked McFadden there with the elbow, but got away with it. Boy. As it comes down, as they go 4 high. Nice design play here as they get your best scorer down there one-on-one. Okay. Then he takes up to the basket and then finishes very nicely.
Yeah, free up your best player. And, boy, we've seen Payne's body control in a lot of different ways. There's the drives to the basket. There it was off the spin move with the defender locked right on him, and he was able to finish.
Eastern up by 7 right now. Zingara's taken. It was going to ball blocked by Payne, but Payne steps out of bounds.
Wow. I thought I saw some contact there. We'll see this on the replay.
Yeah, it looks like a lot. It looks like he allowed him to come over. Yeah, it looked like the off arm is on the shoulder, but got the call.
Yep.
They're letting him play. Now Eastern right now, their 62 points is right on their season average. I'm not sure what the call is here. I got to see the replay.
Boy, I'm not sure. Let's see.
Not sure what that call was.
Well, I'm not sure either. It must have been away from the ball, maybe.
They got a foul call. Looks like it was on Zingaro, but I'm not sure what the foul call was.
Yeah. They're trying to trap. And Eastern right now is trying to keep the ball in Payne's hand as much as possible. And you saw Sterling.
Ooh. Wow. Ball looks like you went out off of
yeah, I agree.
Eastern.
We had a pretty good shot of that right across there.
Yeah.
But
fortunately, they don't use our television replays here. Payne goes to the basket. Ball comes up from over. Nice hustle by Eastern. They got 3 guys on the floor, but the ball stays out of bounds.
Again, trying to get the ball to Payne, goes to the basket. Good job defending by Jimmy Zingaro along that baseline.
Again, nice body control there. Sterling trying to get a three-pointer here. Eastern knows that, comes right back out for the ball. And coming down, and Zanuck with the 2. That brings up a 9-point game. Euro step here by McFadden, and finishes. So it makes it a 7-point game with 20 seconds left.
Press here, still playing hard.
Eastern takes the timeout.
Yeah, I think that's Coach Kevin Crawford just wanting to calm everybody down, come up with a game plan here, because obviously, you only have 18 seconds left, but crazier things have happened.
Yeah.
So he just wants to get everybody on the same page and finish this one out. As you look at Coach Kylie O'Donnell talking to her guys in a valiant effort, but boy, give credit to Eastern for doing what they were able to do. They started to get in a little bit of an offensive flow, but I think they amped it up. The key was amping it up defensively in that fourth quarter, and that led to them getting to that offensive rhythm.
Well, there was about 5 minutes left where I think Sterling forced up about 3 shots, and ever since that point, we never got back into an offensive rhythm of things. So,
there you see Coach Kylie O'Donnell making history today, becoming the first female boys basketball coach in the history of Sterling High School.
Filling in tonight for Coach Barringer, who has family obligations. So, it's nice to see you. We see our student body here, and it's nice to see some alumni coming back. Speaking of which, we look at an advertisement there, one of our alumni, Dr. Vince Marchese, working with Beatty Harris Sports Medicine. So you got a nice reminder of alumni all around here.
Absolutely.
We'll start with the foul, and Payne's going to go to the line.
And obviously at that point, you're in desperation point where you just got to foul right away.
Eastern makes a sub here as Grant Yezi comes into the floor, senior.
Payne's got to be one of the premier players in this area. Boy, does a lot of good things, can shoot, drive to the basket, and a lot of guys who have that offensive firepower don't play the type of defense he plays on the perimeter. So this is a complete player, no doubt.
He's a very smart player, very intelligent when you watch him. I mean, a lot of times when you look at guys who are scoring that level of points, I mean, you generally look at guys who are shooting from 27 feet away or above the rim throwing the ball down. He does neither of those.
And he crashed the boards a couple times, too. So,
very smart player, very heady player.
And we're seeing with 6.1 seconds remaining as McFadden moves the ball up the floor.
It's a 9-point game, but never. The 9-point game is a little misleading. The game is a lot closer than that throughout the whole game.
Yeah, and again, I think that playing this type of team, even in a loss down the road, this is going to help Sterling a lot, being able to go against this type of competition. And, this is almost like something you're going to see down the road in the playoffs.
Well, that's going to be Sterling's first loss for the year, and Eastern evens up their record at 2-2. And again, we want to wish everybody a happy holiday. Be safe, be smart over the holidays, and we'll look right back. So, oops.
And our Sterling player of the game is number 11, Jadis McFadden. We're going to get some cuts of some of the great things he was able to do. There you see a pass from Josiah Moore, and he finishes and then comes up the other way, doing a good job using his body, going up with the left hand. So Jadis McFadden giving a look right there, going through a defender after shaking one off. And boy, you talk about a kid who's just playing with a lot of confidence in his drives to the basket, and you're definitely seeing it right there.
Well, one of the key factors here is when they were down by 10, Jadis is really the person who keyed it on offensively and defensively in that little spurt to go from a 10-point deficit, to we actually had a 4-point lead at one point.
Of course. And Noah Payne on the other side, featured player for Eastern. There you see him getting that rebound, putting it right back up, and again in traffic, finding that open area and creating an open shot. Okay.
Yeah, you see Noah Payne. This is actually one of the easier ones here you're going to see. But as you move around, and again, he's going to be the player of the game, but when you look around, he's also one of the top players in South Jersey. You can see why here.
No doubt. I mean, just a complete player. Had some steals on it. He was ferocious out on the perimeter on the defensive end. There we see the rebound. We talked about him crashing boards, finding that spot to go to, and getting a putback. And there we see, again, Coach Kylie O'Donnell coming in, joining for Barringer, doing a great job, only to come up short, but against a very good Eastern team. So that'll do it for Sean Klenk, the entire tech crew, Mr. K. We just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody, and we're going to sign off right now, and we'll see you next time on Channel 19.